Well, there it is. Hi guys, welcome to 5 minutes of Warcraft free game. This is where I play a whole bunch of custom games with a whole bunch of people, and we're going to see some good games, some bad games, and some not so good games, but perhaps they're funny and enjoyable enough anyway. So yes, make sure to vote in the straw polls that will be provided below and suggest whether you want to keep or remove the custom game that you are watching. There'll be custom game after custom game after custom game, and it used to be 15 minutes of Warcraft free game, but I decided that that's sometimes a bit too long because you kind of get a general gist of what a Warcraft free game is like. At least most of them are more mini game style when it comes to custom games. So 5 minutes is more or less enough, give or take. So enjoy and have fun. Warcraft free custom games, because I've managed to gather quite a few thanks to you guys suggesting them, and we're going to go through a bunch of them just to see whether they're worth actually revisiting in the future. Wow, that's a lot of hard, normal, easy. Doesn't it normally start with easy? We'll go with normal for now. So I don't know what these maps are, but this is a way to find out what is happening. So units killed by, so we get to kill units. We're survivors. We win in 30 minutes, so we've got to survive versus zombies. Build a town hall. My character seems to be moving by himself. There's a tent. I assume that's going to be the town hall. So over here are the bad guys, where they're probably going to spawn. Let's work together, Archimond. You have the right-hand side, I'll have the left. If we get some towers up here, we'll do just fine. So in games like this, we may only need to like play them for, I don't know. Oh, this doesn't cost resources to actually research, so almost may as well start researching that. So I can get a gold mine that requires wood. So this looks like a tag-style survival map versus computer AI. So think somewhat like Kodo Tag, but hopefully not Kodo Tag. Tower Foundation over here. I'm not sure if that gives you access to heroes or whatnot. Let's have a look. So gate barricades, foundations. So that allows you to, say for example, put a gate there maybe, and upgrade a gate later on. I need to go for a gold mine. Let's put that down there or something. You have received bandit income of 30 gold and 20 lumber. I'm a bandit? Oh. So you have to put the gold mine right next to the tent. Otherwise you've got a longer travel. Can I destroy the tent? Yes, I can, probably. Wow, this just doesn't cost much. Alright, first of all, let's build more farms. So let's destroy this tent. Oh no. Destroy building. Okay. 3-second delay.
Our town is under siege.
I have to target it, I think. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that did actually work. There's my tent. Ah, that's a trick. I'm familiar with this mechanic of Warcraft 3. Once you've got a gold mine, you can't build the tent next to it. But if you build the tent first, you can build the gold mine right next to it, which has been done over here. Right. Okay, I'm going to have to move to another position then. I see what you're like. Destroying the building is actually quite hard to do. I think we kind of get the idea of what this map is going to be like. Now we can see the bad guys are coming in. Looks like a whole bunch of zombies. Doesn't look like it'll be too difficult though. I think this will be pretty easy. But there was difficulties. So that's the most important thing, is to see if we could play on like the hardest difficulty and survive. Because I'd always want to play these kind of AI versus AI maps on the hardest difficulty, ideally. Looks like transport, which is very handy. Not sure. Oh, this will take me to somewhere else on the map. At night, it looks like the bad guys maybe sleep. Let's come down here then. Jurassic Park as well. Yeah, it's similar to Jurassic Park too. I can definitely see that similarity. See, the gold mine can be put right next to it. And that way you're going to be able to mine gold a lot quicker. So, you would want farms. So that's the foundation for barricades.
Job done.
So we were to farm from there. There you go. So that is the Jurassic Park style as well.
Forward.
That's for towers. You'd think that foundations would be for farms. This doesn't mention... It mentions houses. You'll be able to build, repair huts, altars of legends, and houses. So let's come over here and try that, shall we?
Righto.
There's a zombie.
Off I go
See if I
then.
can fight him off.
Town is under siege.
That gives me movement speed, I think, but doesn't give me attack. Teleports your peasant across the entire map. Well, that sounds very strong. Even for a 60-second cooldown, that's still short
Yes,
enough.
Lord. Job's done.
Okay, gate, regeneration wall, invisible wall, and barricade. Well, where's the house? Alright, let's try something else.
Righto.
So we've got that built. That's the gate barricade. We're going to go for the actual foundation.
Job's done.
I guess the hotkey, the tooltip is the same for both of them, but really it's this one that builds the house.
What is it?
Look at that house.
All right.
That's one way to get rid of them. Just go into the gold mine. So I got a house. That could obviously be upgraded, probably. Get militia. So I think this map is pretty self-explanatory. Apparently I've killed 18 units. I don't know how that's possible. Unless some of those units belong to me. I think there were some footmen over here or something that looked like they were the colour red. But I can control them, but I have to say I get the credit for it. Man, they actually do some damage once they gather up. Yeah, this looks like it could be quite good fun. Trying to survive this, especially on a much harder difficulty. Because it's only half an hour, so that's perfectly fine with me. So maybe I shouldn't call this 15 minutes of game, but at the same time, it doesn't feel... Maybe 5 minutes of game. 5 minutes is sometimes all you need. Obviously, the others are getting into it. That's the only bad thing I feel about doing this 5 minutes a game, is that people get into it and they're like, oh, I don't actually want to... I actually want to continue playing. That's not going to be the way with all the maps, I can guarantee you. Some of them are going to get deleted. But this seems nice enough for what it is trying to be. So I'm quite happy with that. Welcome to Dominion Raid. I believe this is a Dota-style game. So, yeah, you're going to have your heroes that you select at the start. It'll be top versus bottom, so good versus evil. I'm going to go for a caster. Oh. Never mind. Maybe an assassin. He's got a high attack. So at the start, you can pick up your items. Boost of speed is pretty much always good, so I'll just collect that and maybe go top lane. So, if I didn't say it at the very start of the video, this is essentially actually going to be much more like 5 minutes of game. It's like up to 5 minutes. Because I feel like 5 minutes is long enough. 15 minutes sometimes drags on a bit and makes you actually almost want to play the map or commit to still playing the map. So we only really need 5 minutes to at least get a flavour of the map of what it's going to be. So that looks like the Alchemist's Acid Bomb. Maybe. Briefly boost the movement speed of Zet, who I am. That's probably only better once he's actually got decent attack items. That's a poison and slow. We'll start off with the poison flask, and there's recall. So that's like the League of Legends style. Recall. And you can see on the mini-map it's clearer to see the heroes. I've seen this before in Glaive Throwers, where you look like a button on the mini-map. Makes it easier to locate players. Back at base, I guess the only shops are the ones at the top left. And it's not too overly complicated, so it's more accessible. It looks like a more simplified, accessible Dota. Trying that range guy. I should have actually done that in the middle, but never mind. Ah, Snuzz! Thank you very much for the resub. Looks like you can get last hits as well. Raking in the gold with my imbalanced agility hero. Oh, maybe it's just Shadow Strike actually. I thought it might be Acid Bomb, but I think it's actually just Shadow Strike, so it is single target. No one going to contest me down this lane? I'm surprised. Yeah, that's actually Shadow Strike. Be easier for me to get last hits when there's less allied players clogging it up. Oh, I missed out though. Here we go, some competition. Can I even hit that mud golem with my spells? Yes, I can. Doesn't it like the tower goes for you if you're attacking an enemy player? It only went for me there because I was the last one left in range, but it didn't start attacking me when I was attacking him earlier. So it looks like you can get away with hitting mobs and enemy players. Being ranged heroes are always a little bit overpowered in games like this. What if you can deny kills? No, you can't. You can't TK units. Okay. Just spreading the poison. Like, I could totally bully him if I really wanted to, but I won't give him such a hard time, because it's horrible as a melee character. I guess he still thinks I'm going to try to poke at him, but I'm not really. Well, I've already got a feel for this game. So what I'm doing is I'm putting... Oh, that's interesting. Tower actually did go for me there. Let's try that again. No, it's still staying on the units it's staying on. But yeah, I feel like I got a good vibe for this. It's basically a more accessible, simplified Dota, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because sometimes they get overly complicated. So this is easier for players to get into and understand. Let's try the Hunter's Haste in a moment. Actually, one last guy. Hunter's Haste! Let's go, Justin. Right, I'm just going to kill you now. I wasn't going to before. But with my ranged imbalance, maybe not actually. Tower will get me. So people are already recognizing League of Legends style characters that they're already playing. I guess you could argue that this one is Twitch then, isn't it? That's the rat, I think. It's been about a year and a half since I played League of Legends. So you can purchase these glyphs, can you? Oh, I didn't spot that at the start. You have 2 spell slots at the bottom. So this really is League of Legends in that sense. So you would have your blink and it's on a long cooldown, and something that gives you a boost. Increases your hero's attack speed by 10%. Something like that. I don't know whether you can change them. I'm just going to click on them all and see if anything resets them. Nah. So basically be very careful as to how you pick these, because I don't think you can change them. Obviously the items that you purchase will be, you know, interchangeable and upgradable, I assume. Or maybe they're all very basic. I think they're actually all quite straightforward. I mean, unless I'm missing something here. I'm not seeing any items that say they require another item, which is very common in these kind of games. So this is just basically a pick up and play Dota game, or League of Legends game, I should really say. Yeah, that seems alright to me. It's up to the chat though. The players as well, those that want to participate in the straw poll. I mean, I may put the straw poll into the video description as well for you guys to have a go at, but by then the decision's kind of already made, I suppose. But you're welcome to put in your own insights, and obviously in the comment section below let me know. Move next, because I don't think there's much else to learn from this. It's very straightforward, really. Now, you enjoying yourself, are you? Okay. Alright. Well, this is Goblin Scavengers.
Should I mess someone up?
Cigarettes spawn in 3 minutes.
Check it out.
I think it's a free-for-all, or are we part of a team? There's no quest that I can tell. I can see other players though. Deploys a carriage drone with the ability to store 6 items. It cannot use the items. It cannot attack and has low. Your rifles have 100% chance to stun your target. I think this must be a free-for-all though, because I'm pretty sure it's based off the Battlegrounds games, where you have to get to a zone and you gather guns and ammunition and medical kits and stuff like that to keep you alive and pick off the other players as the map gets smaller and smaller. Because cigarettes are supposed to spawn on the outside and then force players towards the middle, where I think it's the safest. So I've got sprint. Let's see if there's anything around here. Not much to be played with here. So 100% chance to stun your target. So you get 0.1. Okay. Oh, you open crates with an ability, not by attacking it or anything. Z. So it's the ZXC. Okay. Nothing in the crate though. No loot to be had. Flare. Gives you some information over there. Where are you? I'm trying to look on the mini-map. Are you blocked? You can move, can't you? Go up there. You're not blocked. Unless you can't move. Oh, I see. It's like an invisible wall. Can you jump? I can revive a teammate, so maybe you are supposed to work together. I'm a little confused, but we'll see. That's a little bit awkward if he's blocked already. Alright, I'm going to try to get into the middle. Yeah, pub battlegrounds. I didn't have any options to choose what type of game we're playing, aka free-for-all or deathmatch and all that kind of stuff. Team deathmatch. So you must be first as the AI. Goblin carriage drone. It's my little chugga. He's going to follow me around. I could give him items, fire powder. Increase your rifle damage by 1. Ooh, wow. Poisons the target for a long duration. It contains a mix of toxins and chemicals. That's handy. Invisible. Only works during night. The Dark God's cigarettes are here. Someone's got some sentry wards up. Looks like a cigarette spawned over here. I've got some goggles. I can see invisible stuff. With the goggles. With the goggles. Goblin juice. Can I attack? I can attack another player. I don't know if I'm supposed to though. That's right, I don't know if I'm supposed to kill him or not. But who else is there to kill? I mean, we're all alive. So maybe you're supposed to be the last one left as the cigarettes keep spawning. So I think you do kill each other. I just don't know why we can see each other. Because you got this ability said revive teammate. Where was the option to pick? The armor actually +3 is a pretty big deal here. Heals. So that's heal. Well, we survived, but what? The cigarettes getting closer and closer? That's going to take a long time before anything really kicks off. Normally you can put sentry wards up if you've got fission. Not let me play ball though. Okay. Let's give it a moment to see if zombies do actually spawn or something, but at the moment, it's a little empty.
Check it out. Smoky. I'll check it out. Sure. Smoky.
You can't fight back because they're invulnerable. And he's trapped. So another player kicks the bucket.
I'll check it out. Smoky. Sure.
Medical kit. Medic!
I'll check it out.
That heals, and that heals over time.
Sure. Smoky. I'll check it out.
This could take forever for the cigarettes to get to you. Like, this could be like a whole hour or something.
Stand and deliver. Jump on. Smoky. I'll check it out. Smoky. Sure.
I'm not sure this is finished.
What you got? Smoky. I'll check it out. Should I mess someone up? Sure.
You can heal him over time.
What you got?
It's like a healing salve.
I'll check it out.
I want to test the res though.
Smoky. Sure.
Is that going to work? It's trying to. There we go. He's back.
Smoky. I'll check it
You
out.
can kill them and then pick up their items and then res them afterwards. Good guy.
Sure.
You can't target friendly units with grenades.
Check it out. I'll check it out. Sure.
I'm going to get sprint and maybe go to the left and see if I can come across some zombies or something. Maybe this is something that you would play at LAN with a bunch of friends where you got more time to kill.
Sure. I'll check it out. Smoky. I'll check it out. Say your prayer. Sure. I'll check it out. Get him.
I just want to get to the cigarettes and see if there's any zombies of any type other than just... Otherwise it's a very empty map.
Not enough map.
It's his map, Groximus Planeta Juegos. It's a King of the Hill game. I would be very helpful if you would test it with some friends. Okay, well this is testing it. Alright, so it's not finished basically, by the looks of it. Who is randomly chosen to be the killer? This is Nightfall. It's a W3M map, so I think it's harkening back to the old school days of Reign of Chaos, so I'd be surprised how this works. If this works, it looks like we're going to get going after Diesta's had a little stretch.
What would you ask?
Okay, well, let's run away from one another. So what is this, like werewolf? Healing herbs. Heals over time, I think. Increase your attack speed. It's quite a long time, quite a good buff. Chance to bash. That and Fury is pretty awesome. Reveal the identity of the killer and kill him before he kills you. An event-based tutorial will guide you through this game. If you feel like you don't need it, feel free to write no help or no anytime to deactivate this tutorial. Okay, well I think healing is probably still important, so 75 mana to heal a friendly unit by 125. Hopefully that works on me as well. Not sure if there's any hotkeys for it. There is. It's E apparently. So always make sure when you're making games that you make it clear as to what the hotkeys are and stuff like that. People getting slaughtered already. Reveal the identity of the killer and kill him before he kills you. So the killer looks like he's down at the bottom. There's no building though or anything like that. You're literally just running away from another. And you've got 3 lives. So I think the map needs to be a lot smaller. If it's going to be a situation where you can't build anything. I get it, but if there's no crafting or anything like that, you are literally just running around and that's about it. I've got nothing else to do, so it's not too exciting for me personally. I don't know if we're working together. You can attack one another. Looks like we're the killers now. I can't. It is a Reign of Chaos map because I can't see his items.
Our allies' town is under siege. For honor, justice will be served. As you wish. For honor.
Get the zombie on.
For my people. For honor. As you wish. For my people. For honor. Our allies' town is under siege. It shall be done. For honor. It shall be done.
You got webbed.
For my people. As you wish.
Well, if you are supposed to kill them, they're pretty tough. Yeah, I'm the killer. I might be able to take on the zombie though. Not too much more than the zombie. Well, this is just rejuvenation, isn't it? It's not a custom spell. Ah, 15 gold and a bit of experience.
For my people. It shall be done.
Can buy units, huh? Well, there's nothing on the minimap to indicate that there's anything to interact with shop-wise. So unless you know the map already, I don't know the points where you can. So you're supposed to kill creeps together, I'm being told, to then fight back versus the killer. It's like, it's not like Darwin's Island, but it's like Darwin's Island in the sense that it's very simplistic as to what your objective is. There's not much to it. So, don't mind if I do. Gold! Get a little bit of experience. I get the map. I just don't think there's enough to it. It's not bad. It's just it's not enough to it these days. It is a Reign of Chaos map though, that's probably why. Right then. That's it. What else can you do? He did it exactly the same I did it. You just attack one another. It's like the zombies are dead now. What do we do now? Yeah, let's just kill each other. Apparently the killer is dead. Well done, guys. Ah, we didn't finish our fight. That was actually less than 5 minutes as well. And the game finished. That's an interesting thumbnail. This is apparently the map called Disguise. It's like a map where you hunt, or no, vote to people finder. You have to hide as an object or something like that. Somewhere on the map. Oh, someone took the rock. The rock's a good one. So someone has to be the guy that hunts everyone down, and everyone else has to just sit there and wait. We've played a prop finder or something like this before. So clone, make ally target to be illusion. Let's just try that. Oh, I've been voted to be the destroyer, okay. I got a little bit of a spoiler though to see where people were going. Oh, there's 2 of us, is there? So who's the other one? I can't see who the other one is. Well, that one's pretty obvious. When you're moving, all I have to do... You can't attack move, actually. You can just individually attack targets. But can't I just spam click on everything? And eventually it'll be something. Leave flame burning. So you can also blow stuff up in an AoE. It's fun enough. But it's so simplistic. And I'm pretty sure I can just attack, move everything. I can't fly, despite giving the impression that I can. Because I can't go over water. Oh, hello. You just disappeared. Where'd you go? I thought that looked odd for a second. It's 4 out of 40 points. Oh, over is up here. Do they respawn them once they get killed? And have to hide again? And we have to just kill them quicker than they can hide? Wrecked. This is a good place to hide if you are one of these. So you have to find the place that suits you the best. Is that high rise again? Nice dodge. That was high rise again, so he comes back immediately afterwards. Oh, I get it. And they just keep hiding. We have to go up to 40 points. Shouldn't there be like a dust of reveal or something like that? To then allow you to attack the player in the first place. Otherwise you can just go around attacking everything. Which is what you should do if you was the destroyer. It's the only logical thing to do. You can see which ones haven't been picked, so you know that they won't be this and they won't be that. Three minutes down and 14 points. So we haven't necessarily won. I think now that people are settled in a bit now, it's a bit harder to take them out. I guess that's no one. He got you though, did he? You was one of the snowmen, were you? That giant whale is going to stand out, isn't it? It's probably just going to hang by the water. Just keep looking in the water. What's the snowman doing in the trees? Alright, well I get the principle of this. It is interesting to see whether we can actually do this though. We're almost halfway there and it seems like it's actually fairly balanced. But this is definitely more of a LAN party game. This isn't the sort of thing you're going to see me play again on the channel or something like that. But since we're here and doing this, I don't feel like there's much skill from my part. I'm just literally going around spam clicking A on as many doodads as possible. That's also a strong way to just burn through everything and maybe hit something as well. So just spam that as well. I think they can hide in the trees. I'm just clearing up as many... I'm going to empty out the map of trees and doodads as much as possible. Makes it clearer to see if anyone's hiding anywhere. Oh no, they respawn. Sometimes they do. Gotcha. How do you get all the way over there? Oh, I see. It's high rise again. We're actually not going to win this though. We've only got 25 out of 40 and there's 3 minutes left. Get back in line. Looks like most people are just coming at the game themselves before the time is even up. You guys are going to win. We can't actually kill 13 more people in a couple of minutes, I don't think. Okay, well people want to move on to the next game, I think. Even though we've only got a couple of minutes left. GG. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine for what it is. Ooh, let's play Illidan. Sealing is the host, apparently. There's the Black Citadel. I don't know what is going on. Looks like there's some stuff to feed back on. Make an exchange. Select this option to make an exchange with another player. You throw dice. You can double the player. You can play
Hello.
Hello, thank you very much. That 83 cent. I'm just gonna throw the dice. Oh, it is Monopoly, right? Or it's like a board game. It's quite choppy and laggy though. There's obviously way too many doodads, and also 7 looks good. I arrived on a chance case. You shouldn't be bet with a dark profit. Man, I'm moving fast. I've almost got through the entire map on one turn. What on earth? Yeah, it's Monopoly, is it? You can purchase these positions. Am I going to stop? I mean, I don't mind. I'm making good progress here. I'm going to do a round trip here in a second. Go, Illidan, go. Buy the Black Citadel. Yeah, sure. Or you can get some money. Yeah, I should buy something. Seems to be the introduction point.
2 months.
Thanks there for the
Keep
resub,
up the
Gam
great
fan.
work, love.
End my turn. Shall I end my turn? Select this option to end your turn. Thank you very much there for the resub. I can't do any more with this, can I? So yeah, just end the turn. Let someone else play. So this is going to take some time, but I've never seen a board game in Warcraft 3 before. Oh, we got a 7 as well. You know, if I ever go back round to playing this again, to be featured on the channel, you know I'm not going to be as lucky as I got this time. I only got lucky this time because we're not going to commit to this. I don't know if you can buy the properties as you run over them, if you're quick enough. And click the button as you go over it or not. Look how far I went on my first turn. I did like a full 360 basically. So this is, yeah, like Are You a Lucker, but a board game version or something. So you rent. So if you land on this, if anyone's, you must be familiar with Monopoly. But if anyone's familiar with Monopoly, if another player ends on something that you've purchased, they have to pay money towards you and stuff like that. And the more expensive the place that you bought, the more you can charge a player when they land on it and all that kind of stuff.
We must act.
So this is definitely a land game. Archimon's moving 8 further than any of us. So I landed on the chance thing, and the chance thing has a chance to obviously make you move again or do anything. In this case, it just made high rise stand still. Depends on what you land though, doesn't it? Okay. Throw the dice. I did a 6, baby. Whatever that is. Ah. I clicked on that very quickly before I didn't even know something was going to pop up there. Well, I thought it would, but I wanted to click on the watching tower, and then just as I did it, there we go. Okay. I better end my turn here. So there's red, red, red. Is this reflecting what we own right now? That looks like the tower. Is that the tower? Yeah, that's the Black Citadel. That's got to be the tower. So I own these 2 spots. And that's how much gold you've got. You got a lot of gold at the start, so you probably want to buy as much as you can whenever you can. I don't know if you can buy a tower off another player at another point. There was something about exchanging. But yeah, I think we can move into the next game. That's impressive though. Oh my god. My eyes, they burn from the colour. They're all young 12-year-old looking girls. This is very concerning. I don't know. All pick. Oh my god. They all look the same, yet they all look different. Yeah, this is weeb data. Ah, someone's picked that one. Okay, what is she? She's melee agility. What about ranged agility? Oh yeah, the map size is pretty big, but there's ranged agility. Although it's given me that one because someone else has picked the ranged agility, you swine. Oh, there we go. Ranged agility. We've got it. DPS. It's gonna crash before it begins. Okay, here we go. Oh, right. This is gonna be definitely more complicated than the other Dota we played earlier. No doubt about that. There's gonna be all sorts of recipes and shit. Spend 5 faith to increase the attack damage of all units. So you get faith by defeating enemy girls and bases. Oh, why are you so dodgy? Why are you so dodgy? There's people that take this stuff seriously as well, which really worries me. Okay, there's shops down here. Just start off with the simplistic stuff, shall we? Like attack damage. Good girl card. I'm trying to stay strong, Ite. Genji's son. Okay, he does something apparently. You spend some faith in him. I've got 1 faith already. Maybe you just get that per minute. Each girl present raises attack damage by 3. Bonus attack damage for every girl within 1000 range. Oh god. Units damaged by Koshi will have their mana burnt. That's pretty broken. Grants a chance to do increased damage on attacks and a chance to evade. That's probably more useful for me right now. Higher damage. Oh my god. There's a tower there. And there's a tower there, so I'm kind of trapped here. And there's some mobs spawning at me. Look at the way she runs. Is she wearing a bra? No, she's not. Okay, that was just a purple necklace thing.
An allied champion has fallen.
Can you TK your own units? No, you can't, deny. Stay away from this one. Who knows what she can do. It's melee though. So as long as I keep my distance, I'm safe from that. Bit of lag though. It's probably because the map is so bloody big. Damn. I was pushing my luck. The map isn't quite as big as it looks, but it is still very large. But the minimap is very deceptive. It makes it look like it's bigger than bloody God. She's got a slow attack for a ranged melee, ranged agility hero. Slow attack is pretty odd. High rise, don't leave me. We need more girls so I can get the buffs from having girls present. People are giving up on this before the 4-minute mark. She's all passives. Where's the skill? Are you saying we're not going to play this again in the future? Look at this one. What is that? The fuck? I've never seen a model like that before. That's very creative. Welcome to Protect the House. You pick a hero. By moving your wisp, the hero can build towers and try to protect the house that's in the middle, and there'll be waves of zombies attacking from the outside. Nightguard is going to be playing as the zombie. The only one player does that, and it's suggested that I actually was supposed to close the spot, but I felt bad, so I let Nightguard play as the zombie just to see what happens. But apparently the AI can play the zombie perfectly fine. So I'm assuming the zombie might get gold and they can use that for upgrades and whatnot, but the players will definitely use upgrades. They can donate gold or something like that towards building up the house and such. So let's see what happens. You can also repick your hero. That's nice. Random could give you a secret hero. Well, I know what I'm doing. Let's go with the middle one for more interesting. Let's go random. Oh, look at that. Demolitions expert. That model. Alright, here's the house. Spawns a critter. Spawns 3 acolytes to fight for you. Let's do it.
Master, research complete.
Ooh, I can get a sentry. I can build Claymore. Defensive structure. Tear.
Swobu. LOTR. Work complete.
Be the scumbag that just masses towers.
Work complete. Yes. Work complete. Upgrade complete. Huh?
The map looks pretty small. The first wave is coming in, so I guess we'll protect the bottom left. Have we got structures? Barricade.
Work complete. Work complete.
Did you just try to TK?
Work complete.
You get polymorphed for a while. And I'm going to leave you on the outside. Look at that splash damage. And also, there's tomes to pick up. I like that. I got some good splash here. I'm going to put down a cache with which I can get some gold. Man, my attack is awesome. Splash damage, baby. Where's my cache? There's my acolytes as well. So we survived wave 1, 10 seconds till wave 2. That seems pretty neat. Are people being greedy and just going for mass caches at the start rather than trying to actually protect the house? Of course they are. And it's not me being greedy. Look at all these players that are just massed houses. Bunch of greedy gits. I can repair. Does it cost to repair? It's the first time playing this. But I've got little barricades set up. Some towers at the back there for more safety. They can be upgraded as we go. This makes it harder. Let's put down another sentry and use weapon vocabulary. Oh, zombie bag. Calibrates the target structures system. Does that work on towers then? Yeah. It looked like it did something. Maybe it works on the sentry gun.
1 month.
Ah, thank you there very much to HPW98. Thanks very much for the sub. I don't know if my abilities work. Click, click. And this doesn't seem to do anything. This looks pretty neat though. So, Night Guard. Sealing the loner.
What you want? I bow. I wish only to serve. Our allied town is being attacked.
What does wired mean? Oh, weird. I like how you can upgrade the building so you don't cluster up too much with too many houses. Cough, cough. This weapon's awesome though. Splash damage. Looks like I can upgrade it. I'm going to try that donate, see what happens. 67 gold to the house. But how does that get spent? Oh! So that allows to research, although someone else clicked on that. So you can donate to the house, but if someone else just whacks it and spends on something we don't need. So that's why. So when I did the acolyte thing, how comes I got the acolytes? Because I still have my 100 gold. Maybe the house started off with 100 gold as well. And it didn't use up the 100 gold that I had. I wondered how that worked. Destroying trees near the house has a 20% chance of yielding gold. But they don't respawn. You might want the trees, to be honest. The trees are kind of useful. Oh man, I'm taking some damage from these bad boys. I can't even move. I think they got some sort of stun attack. None of my abilities work though. Or do they now? You just have to click on them like 5 times. Maybe there's some massive delay. I think the premise is neat, and I think we've played something like this. But it feels like there's some sort of delay or miscommunication between your clicks and what's going on in the game.
At your call.
Waiting on you.
What you want? Yes.
Time to get some gold from the trees. Get my gold back. This is my character supposedly right-clicking and attacking Nygaard. What's he actually doing? He's not actually doing any damage here. He's stuck. He's not moving. He's done the same... He's very glitchy, this character. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, it's because of this stupid thing, isn't it? But what is that even doing?
More gold is required. Master, time of killing. Yes. Master, Zugzug, LOTR.
So it's a little bit like a hero / tower defense map. I'm not sure what the exact term is for it. But that's what I would probably use to describe it a little bit.
1 month.
Bojam Pet, huh? Thank you there very much for your sub. Oh, I'm gonna die again. Well, I've never died before. It's a new one for me. Apparently this level's a bit nastier than the other ones. You do respawn though. Did someone else respawn me? By being near? Restore? No? I'm not sure how to revive unless it's an item that you buy that you can then use to revive. Oh, medics can respawn. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I think we've got the general gist of this map. And I'll do a straw poll for it. What on earth are you talking about, Devin? Alright, so this one is called... Ooh. Ooh. This is called Infinity. Let's do team versus team. Kill point. Well, we're only playing very short, so... There's Assassin. There's the Wizard. Spellcaster. Demon Hunter looking cool as all hell. I should play something that's different though. What about the Knight? Oh my god. Attack. So A is to attack. So you got to position yourself. It says stop, skill talent. I haven't skilled a talent yet. I'll just go Divine Barrier. No, I don't have points for it then maybe. What about hero attributes? Agility. What am I? I'm strength. It uses mana to attack, so you need to sort of position yourself and attack.
First blood.
It's like a Dota style game with jungling, but there's obviously different modes: team deathmatch or just deathmatch. This would be really interesting as an actual PvE experience. I know this is what we're doing right now is PvE. We're not against other players, but if the whole premise was pure PvE with that positioning and stuff like that, I think that's fascinating. We've come across some weird games today. I need to go heal, and I don't know where I would go to heal. Nice block.
As the
They're
goddess
chasing
wills.
hard on me. Are they going to turn on you?
By Elune.
Where do I block? When I got heals. Random gift. Extra intelligence. Where do we go to heal? There's a shop here.
We must
I got 292 gold. 2 minutes and 16 seconds into the game.
As the goddess
So this is one of those
so be it.
maps that are taking more advantage, I think, of the larger map file size that
By Elune.
is on Warcraft 3 these days.
How can I help?
Looks like the items are slightly too expensive. Let's try
As
these.
the goddess wills.
I seem to have like an cleave
So
attack.
be it. As the goddess wills. So be it.
This is cool though.
As the goddess
It's really
wills.
cool.
We must
So be it.
Mobs respawn, I think. So how do I pick these abilities?
We must
Oh.
lend aid.
I did there. That required level 3, that's why I couldn't pick it before. But it's supposed to be for PvP, I think this is.
We must lend aid to others.
So how many ability points do I have spare? There's your health, there's your mana. Look at it, it's changed things. So now I've got the ability to Thunder Bash, which is pretty freaking awesome. And you've actually got to right click every single attack. So that's the slight downside, I would say. It's a lot more skill based in that sense, but it's not something you can play very easily.
By Elune.
If you've got to right click and position yourself and press A to do that physical attack with 140 range, so it's very specific your positioning as well.
So be it. Immediately. So be it.
We must lend aid to
I'm trying to take potions
By
here.
Elune.
Ugh. My thing was on cooldown, I think. I've used up all my potions as well of healing.
We must
So
lend
be
aid to others.
As the goddess wills. By Elune.
So have I got any more skill talents? I'm level 3.
We must lend aid to others.
Oh, so those are your Qs, those are your Ws, I think, and those are your Es. I think. So that would be like, I think, that's... Okay. Well, that was very interesting. Definitely let me know what you think of that. My APM was low, 53, but I was trying to work out a lot of the game. That was shit and this was fun. Slightly different opinions there. Okay, I'll do a straw poll for that then. Cheers, Tainted. Thanks for popping in. Why is it saving? Now you're definitely going to need to reset your Warcraft 3 after that. You have to capture mines in Gold Fever to earn more gold. I like the sounds of that. Each hero is assigned a title, Captain, Defender, Goalkeeper. And depending on your rank... Okay. I want to be the Keeper of the Gold. So it's a team game. Capture mines, earn gold, and be closer to winning. Each hero is assigned a... Yeah. You win in 2 cases. Destroy the enemy main mine, or capture all 12 mines and hold them for 60 seconds. Where's the Goalkeeper? Oh, none of these are called Goalkeeper, but one of them is called K-Man, so I have to pick that. The Iceman cometh. So what is this, like a Dota map again? Team versus team, control the gold. I'm an intelligence hero. So where's my intelligence items, baby? The pretty woman holds some recipes, but not all of them are recipes. There's a goalkeeper. Ah. So that's flat damage. That's intelligence. Please choose my rank. How do I do that? I'm clicking on goalkeeper. How do I choose my rank? To choose your rank, you need to enter the circle. Ah, sorry, my bad. Pick up gold. So I've got to run around collecting gold and taking it back to base or something. Hey, thank you very much there, SSSQ8, for the sub. Thanks very much. So wouldn't the goalkeeper be better suited for like a fast agility hero that could run back and forth? That's just going to be my assumption. I've never played this before. I'm just guessing. Ah, I can now click on this and create Ents every wave. Create 2 druids. Let's create some druids.
Research finished.
Researched magic bows. So you start up with druids and then you can upgrade it into archers. Each player picks their role. So no one actually wanted to be captain. Alright, we can all move now, I guess. That spawns us. So let's get some gold. K-Man throws ice, stunning and damaging a picked unit. So that sounds like a Stormbolt. A nerfed Stormbolt. I'm going to a gold mine. I guess these are going to be too tough for me, to be honest. But there is gold. Can I run past them and get to the gold? Oh, the captain goes there, apparently. Maybe? Don't know. Big lad's going down. Good job. I got a really slow, weird attack. Ah. It's like a fiend attack or something. Oh, that was so close. Okay. What's this? Got to target a unit. Throws ice rock that splits and damages nearby enemies. I was going to say Breath of Fire, except the Frost version, but I ain't so sure.
First blood.
So you can fight other players. The captain is up there as well. So where's the goalkeeper position? I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. Maybe if I look at the information and see what it says about goalkeeper. Has a courier which can do the work for him. Researches creeps that go to the enemy base. So I've researched creeps that go to the enemy base. I already spent some money on that. So I can collect gold from the mines. So I need to use that on the gold mine, I guess. So let's try that again. First of all, just look if there's anything like a boost of speed or something. Alright, I'm kind of interested. It's like almost Heroes of the Storm style, where there's like PvP and that Dota feel, but there's actual objectives that players have to... Almost like a WoW Battleground or something. But I think, did I try this earlier and it didn't work? Because it still looks like it's not doing much for me. Doesn't work on that. Doesn't work on this. Pick up gold. Captain over here. Yeah, but the captain goes to those 2 spots. What about the other spots? There's other gold mines, but I don't see any circles outside. So give all items from the obelisk to your hero. So, where's my courier? So he can deliver the gold and collect the gold, maybe. Ah. So the courier's on his way. Let's see once he goes in there what happens. Oh wow, these are too tough for me at the moment. Okay, so courier, if you take the gold, I don't think there's any gold to take. Maybe Archimond has to stand on there and then that collects gold. Oh, I don't know. I'm sending him back to base.
Why should I?
Ember didn't reset, did he? I don't think we got gold back there for doing that.
Why should I?
Legacy, wow. Oh yeah. I was excited about that. HD Warcraft 3 didn't even get mentioned though. Although we'll see. They're still working on that though, very slowly.
Where shall I strike?
Very slowly. I guess there's no rush, is there really? Let's face it. The game's already been out 14, 15 years, whatever it is. No rush now.
Is it safe?
I don't fully understand what I'm doing here. I gotta say.
Why should
I'm trying to understand it, but to capture the mine, Captain needs to enter the circle, and then the one changes ownership. After you need to click on a building, gold mine and stay alive. So, Archimon, can you change the ownership or something? Also, yeah, the new expansion, I'm definitely interested in that as well. That looks cool. I want to do some ship battles and stuff like that. The old school vanilla World of Warcraft, mind controlling people and throwing them off a boat. That's what me and Pracky used to do. It's fucking awesome. I'd like it if we could do that again, but who knows.
as you wish? Our alliance binds me. As you wish. Is it safe?
So the captain has to walk over these points and then hold them for like 10 seconds, I guess. And the rest of us are to clear the mobs that stand there or something. Also, there's a desync there. That's not good.
Where shall
That happened after the game was created. So there could be issues with leaks and stuff like that. The map is clearly being worked on, I think. It looks quite modern and up to date. So there's definitely effort being put into it, but it might not necessarily be finished yet. But at the very moment, I would have thought there'd still be the fundamentals, which I just don't quite get it. What faction would I go on Classic? I don't know, actually. I really don't know. All of my characters are Alliance at the moment, but I've played Alliance and Horde throughout the years. I've been both sides. I don't really have any real preference. I guess I like the Alliance a little bit more because they just got more pretty places. The Horde is just a bit barren and boring, but I really don't care too much. Frost Breath. Well, that one actually might be Frost Breath. That's a weak looking Frost Breath. That looked more like a shockwave than it did actual Frost Breath, but okay. Right. Well, it's hard to tell whether we're doing this wrong, which we probably are, or whether the map just isn't finished yet and the stuff doesn't work. There's a lot to read up on here, so this isn't something you can just play within 5 minutes and understand. That's fucking obvious. Because even when I looked at this, I still didn't get it. Get back to work. He just comes to me. It's a right-click hero. This map is... There needs to be a tutorial or something. If there was a tutorial for this map, I'd be up for that. Okay, well, let's go next. This is the map that leaves me the most confused out of all of them that I've played so far. So there we go. He's counting down 5 seconds, and then we get control of the gold mine. Which I thought we had, but I guess he's retaking it. Oh. Did you actually take gold or not? Oh, he's got gold now. Have I got to click that over and over? To get, like... Oh, I kind of get it. So this is gathering gold over time. So you need to go back and forth. So say, for example, there's a gold mine over here that hasn't been touched in about a minute. That might have 100 gold. But if you keep clicking on this, you're only getting like 5 gold at a time. So you want to bounce back and forth between the gold mines, I think. Back to work. I think you want to bounce back and forth between the gold mines. And we need to protect the gold mines. But it's hard to know exactly how much gold is in a gold mine to be collected. Unless you're just keeping tabs of it in your head. Plus 9 golds. Purchase armor, swords and throwables, and spend ability points. Blades and gore. Oh my gore. What is this? It's got its own fancy cursor. That face up the top. Oh, okay. So deathmatch or boss mode, dual arena, battle zone. Let's try boss mode. I'm always more interested in the PvE environments. So there's the boss room. So boss mode gives you the boss room, the game modifiers, eye candy. What does that do? Select armor. I can click on those two. I'm not exactly sure what it does. I can customize my face. What? Requires rank 4? So I have to start off with something basic for now. Customize my hair. You got to pay for the DLC. Select my gender. There is no such thing as gender. Triggered. Okay. Preview area. Wow. Okay. I'm ready, I guess. So these are all the characters. This feels like a different game entirely. So it follows you, the camera does. Bastard sword. Katana. That's cool. I'm going katana. Don't know how to split it. Rotate the camera. Wow. So you need gold to spend on stuff like that. Throwing weapons. Defend. Lunge. E slash. So this is like that maps somewhat where you have abilities that are based on how you attack. I can drink. And you've got to target. So it's like targetable abilities. Power slam. Wow. This is the kind of game you're going to have to play a lot to get the hang of it. So that's why the camera follows you, because when you've got abilities like this, it's hard to move individually and then move the camera. So you got mana down here. What would be really nice if you could see like mana and health over your character. So you could better tell. Because it's a bit like a rogue or something in World of Warcraft, where you have energy that builds up and you spend that energy on abilities and doing attacks. So this is the boss room, where we just fight off waves and eventually a boss. And in between waves, you're going to be picking up items. So if I was to defend, and if he attacks me, defended. So that's going to be more useful versus the boss, I think. Otherwise, just good old position will be good versus these waves. It's a shame there's no music. No weapon equipped. I don't know. I didn't take my sword off. And I'm dead. So I'm now observing, and I can press the keys to switch to other players. Wow. Really coming across some impressive Warcraft 3 games that aren't even really Warcraft 3. At the end of the stage, it looks like we all spawn. So here you buy equipment. What if I wanted to buy a Blood Lotus? Ah, so it swapped my weapon over. So clicking that. That unequips, and I've got a Fang now, which obviously isn't that impressive. That's your basic weapon, I assume. That equips my katana, and that swaps my katana for my Blood Lotus. Sonas, thank you very much for the resale.
Streams. I'm busy at the moment, but always watching when I can. Less than 3.
Thank you very much. So this would be interesting as an RPG as well, where you weren't just stuck in a room. I know I've picked the mode for stuck in a room. That looks like a boss type character. But you were like moving to the next area, to the next area. It's hard to tell what your health is like though without the health bars. I'm so used to it. I'm spoilt by having health bars in Warcraft 3, so I'm lunging out of the way. But I guess you can tell because you're moving really slowly once you're damaged as well. That's an indicator as to how screwed you are. Total damage, total armor, power, armor, stamina. Alright! Next! That's something else, that is. I tell you. I can hear all of that going on in the background. Let's go for Mr. Wind. He's got to go fast. So what's this? Tree tag? The treant moves his roots to the ground to gather more mana. So my mana is still going down. So I guess I'm not gathering that much mana. Must be specific places where you do that. Transfer mana from enemies or towards allies. So that's like siphon mana, I suppose. Sprint. That sounds like a good ability right now. That uses mana though. So where's the mana? I've got to gather mana. And root. To fill as first team, the fountain with mana collected from mana sources randomly placed on the map. Are we team? Yeah, we are teams. So we're against one another. They're harvesting mana. You can see it going up there. I can't even find any mana at the moment. What does it even look like? Is it the green stuff? I'll look for some green stuff. Don't mind me, just wandering around. Aimlessly looking for the green stuff. Ah, there's another player. Let's go, son. Let's do this. He's a treant of the forest. But I'm an agility hero. So he loses. He has to wait until he gets level 5 before he can even come close to fighting me as a level 1 demon hunter. I'm not salty at all. Fix your agility, heroes, Blizzard. Okay, root. What's this bugger doing? I've got a parasite on me. But I am rooting. It doesn't say I'm harvesting or filling up with anything, and my mana's still going down, and I'm on the green with root. I can't use that ability. That's on cooldown. Ah, there's a mana source. So what's the green thing all about? Because the actual thumbnail for this map has a picture of a tree by a green thing. So I thought that might be a source of mana, but never mind. Ah! I think I just saw something. Okay, so you have to use that, do you? So what the hell is this for then? Oh, it just stops your mana supply. Well, it didn't really stop it much. So we're running around just trying to gather as much mana as possible. And maybe you have a little fight with another player whilst you're at it. Creates a plant that explodes on enemy contact. Holds 40 seconds. I mean, it seems fine. It's, you know, it's nice. It's like a mini game more than I think it's an actual... I suppose it's a custom game though, isn't it? Good question, Alan. Where did I get all of these great maps? From you! You all suggested. So we're just going to sit here and camp this mana source until it's out of mana, which it is now. Good job, Tainted. He's obviously found a lot. Sealand's found a lot. So you can really see who the weaker players are in the team. The people that aren't pushing their weight. Pulling their weight. Dragging their weight. I think this map is pretty self-explanatory. It's fine. It's almost like... you can almost imagine it like not necessarily being a Blizzard map, but think a Funny Bunnies Easter egg hunt. It's something like that. It's a very straightforward map. You know what you're getting into. Certainly not complicated, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You don't want complicated maps, really. I see you. Let's go. Did you just deplete that source of mana? I don't see my health, though. Yeah, you can take mana as well from the enemy players. Like Siphon. But it doesn't take much mana. So they're running away. You only get like 3 or 4 mana by the time they get away. Was that a Shadow Strike? That's a Parasite. Get him! Okay, well... no one's died. There's not really much on the line. It's pretty hard to kill or die. So essentially the main crux of the gameplay is just running around clicking that on a mana source. So it's fine. It's just not too exciting.
Our warriors having...
So this looks like a tag style map already. I guess you're going to play as a rat? I think I might have played this before. This looks very familiar to me. I think this is a very old map. I might be wrong, but it says it's W3X, so it's TFT, but I played this a long time ago. It's the one with the rats, and you're a mouse, and you have to avoid the big guys. It's basically a tag style map. This is like one of those original maps that you remember playing in like the first year or two of Warcraft 3. Oh my god. It might actually be the same one. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's probably an iteration on the version that I played. But yeah, you have to fight off the humans as you gather gold. Not sure how I hand the gold in. Let's just do that. Let's just build a bunch of stuff. Where do I hand the gold into? Mikey's room. Cousin's room. Return resources. So that costs gold, that costs gold, that costs food, that costs food. There we go. So rotted cheese, I get basically a block A. Uh-oh. That's not good for me, is it? Thank you, Legolas. Super trap. I think he's let me get away so I can play for more than 2 seconds. So there's different races. Do they have different abilities and stuff? This position's good because you've got this pathway where you can go through, but I don't think the humans are supposed to be able to get through that because they'll be much too big. Baby mouse. Yeah, man, I think this is the same map, or it's a slight iteration on it. Alright, let's get to the middle and save some people. I can only build. I don't have abilities to like dodge or blink or sprint. Sure. He knows I want to come back out that way.
Our brethren's town is under attack. I cannot survive.
Oh, that's tough, yeah.
I cannot survive. Summon is
Don't get any gold for saving you though, do I? So where's my reward, eh?
our town is under attack.
Oh, he's busted my house.
Town is under attack. Summoning is summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Summoning
I sound like a bear.
is complete. Summoning is complete.
No, I had 50 gold before I rescued anyone.
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Summoning
You might want to run, Dreadlord.
is complete. Summoning is complete.
Oh! I misclicked. Because I went through there, and then I looked at the minimap and I thought, oh, I'll right-click by the gold mine just to be safe. But that was the opposite of what I needed to do to be safe. So I must have accidentally right-clicked on like here or something, which made my character reposition to come over here. Advanced toy tower. Dreadlord's building it. Oh! That wasn't your main hero, that was just a character. A toy soldier. Yeah, I mean, this is a fun enough tag map, isn't it? We don't really have that many tag maps. If anyone has a link to like the original sheep tag, I would totally take that because I used to love that map. It was a little bit overpowered for the sheep. It was hard for the wolves to kill the sheep, but still, it was a lot of fun to play as a sheep and stuff like that and just mess around.
Our brethren's town is under
Like
attack.
that game genre. I'm surprised that didn't actually become more mainstream. Like sheep tag style games for multiplayer. Dota was the thing that took off. I mean, obviously that makes more sense because it's more competitive, but tag maps were really addictive. I think if anyone played Warcraft 3 back in the early days, you must have played a tag map before because they were all the rage. It's what everyone played. He's got a lot of health, but he's not invincible. Vampirism is a tag map, but it's a bad tag map. I'm sure people are going to be upset at me for saying that, but I'm not a huge fan of vampirism maps. The only one that's actually fairly good is probably Weed versus Greed. It's a rat with a mace. Rat with a crossbow. A dust bunny. A giant ball of dust to gag the humans. A shadow meld. Increase the speed of most rodents. I wonder if that works on your hero. Probably not because it's a hero, but... yeah. Everyone just needs to hide, gather gold, build units. So fight back, basically. Whilst the humans are giving them a hard time and trying to slow them down. I think we got the general gist. Although this can get a hero, can it? Although I'm already a hero, but I can't level up or anything, because I'm already level 10.
Summoning is complete.
Dead mouse. Is that the artist? Ah, it's a shade. Well, that's really handy. But it costs free food, so it's not exactly cheap. Oh! But he can see him? Okay, well, that's not very good then. You may as well just have a normal unit. Ouch. And he just put down a fly swatter, which looks really, really strong. Like, that would just one-shot you if you went near it. It's not even a chance to dodge that. I'm going to run to the fly swatter and see if I can survive any hits from it. Oh, the dodges, the plays, the fly swatter. Oh, good. Oh, that's more balanced then. It doesn't kill the hero, but it kills units, I guess, that belong to you. Because I was going to say, that'd be pretty hard to, you know, survive that. What about this thing? Light switch on. I don't know how you turn it off. So this is supposed to be someone's house. It needs some decorating, that's for sure. I'm not sure what's happening over here. I can't move my character. I'm on a glue trap, am I? Or... Okay. Well, that's pretty hard to outplay. Lord of the Rings! Castle Defense Final. This is it! There's no more. It's a castle defense game. Are we going to get a whole bunch of units, or hopefully just one hero to control? You must use your heroes and units to defend the castle from mass enemies. If the castle is destroyed, you lose. Buy items, use upgrades, train units, and heroes to assist you. Here's a quick tutorial.
By the gods, you're a
This looks very familiar. We've played this before, or we've played something that looks just like this. I think we've played this before.
What needs revealing?
I think I went Mountain King last time and he was really overpowered. Yeah, we've played this before. I don't know if I ever made a YouTube video on this map, but we've totally played this before.
I'm coming through.
Because I remember, you had the towers here, you defend. In the end, you get so strong that you just come over here and kill the waves. But if you go past this point, it teleports you back to the middle. Let's see if my memory is correct. And it's been a fair while since we played this. Let's find out. Genius. Sometimes my memory is crap and sometimes it's pretty spot on.
I'm coming through. Our allies' town is under brilliant.
This was fun. I remember playing this. But it was like a one and done kind of situation. I wouldn't necessarily really want to play it again because it takes a long time to beat this map. It's pretty exhausting. Can't remember what character. I think it was Gimli. He seems crap at the moment, but he ended up becoming strong. It was one of the dwarfs or something. And I ended up stealing kills from everyone just because he was so strong. And then we ended up TKing all the time. You can buy tomes and such. I think this is a map that I might suggest other people play. Because it's a fun enough map to play as a team. I've always enjoyed castle defense maps. They were one of my favourite types of games in the early days of Warcraft 3. Like, you can even buy auras and stuff like that. There's items. I don't know if you can get tomes. I feel like at some point I was able to buy tomes. You can buy other heroes. So multiple heroes, or upgrade your barracks to get more impressive units, and so forth and so forth. And you just work as a team to survive the waves. The waves are a little clunky though, so they're not very smart or intelligent. And you've got towers here as well to help defend. So it's a fine map. It's a fine map, but you know, how do I not have this on my list before? I've played this before. I have. I've got description here saying it's not bad, just a bit bland. So this is the final version. The version that I played, I think, was Lord of the Rings Castle Defense TFT 1.45. So the irony is the final version is a Reign of Chaos map. So the last version I played was probably a slightly more updated version from this, despite this one being called Final. But that's always the irony, isn't it, of those stupid names. Final, Ultimate, Finished version. Yeah. Yeah, we played it. It's got 55 good, 13 bad. We definitely played this before. I just don't know if I made a video on it. Ah, well. This map is like a hero siege, but it might be very simplified. Winter is coming, and you play as some of the playable characters from the Game of Thrones series in an attempt to defend. I'm going to pick Arya because she's an agility hero. That's going to be overpowered. Unfortunately, we're not going to play this for too long, so I won't get to enjoy it. It's only got like 2 or 3 stars out of 5, I think, on Hive Workshop. But I'm sure it's fun enough if you're just not going to take it too seriously. It's just going to be very basically made. You know, there's very... It's nice, it's pretty, but it's obviously pretty basic as well in terms of design. So you use wood to select a hero. Has someone not picked a hero yet? Because we had a full house. 2, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4. I think someone hasn't picked their hero yet. No one wants to play as Jamie. You can tell not much effort was put into this map. But at the same time, does that mean that it's bad? Because sometimes some of the simplistic maps are the most fun. So we just have to give this a moment. Although, unfortunately, it's going to be quite repetitive for the moment. I assume that once you've killed, like, say, this White Walker over here, you might get more powerful units, or there's buildings that you need to kill, and then you get more powerful scents. And we're leveling up pretty fast as well. I don't know if there's any items. There's Jamie. Ember's decided to come through. Doesn't look like you buy any units. You get reinforcements to defend your castle. You need to defend your castle. If that goes, I think you lose. 485 health does not seem like a lot. It's got a few bits of aura to keep you going, but my hero is just super passive at the moment. It's got like a stomp, which is pretty good actually for getting kills as well, so I should probably pick that. But otherwise I was just going to go like attribute and crit and try to make this the overpowered agility hero that she was born to be, Arya. This feels like every early 2008 defense map does it now, Hive. Witty is coming, yeah, I like that tainted. Ember's getting a bit brave. Nice shockwave. I'll come over here and I'll save you. I'll come and help. The irony is some of the things don't make sense. The hotkeys aren't really shown or displayed. They will work though. If you press W, that wind walks, but it's not really clear. And the irony is she's got this ability called Windwalk, but the ability next to it is the same icon that actually Windwalk uses in the frickin' game, and that's used for an ability that acts like War Stomp. So that stuff's always confusing to me. Ah, I didn't get the last hit on him. What are you trying to do, Ember? This feels like you might actually be able to beat this map quicker than you... There's Littlefinger. Quicker than you probably can. That's probably why it's got a low score. Because the premise is there, but not too much effort has been made into making it a complicated or developed map. You could probably make your way to the top right, which is where the bad guys were standing. Relatively quickly. That mirror image. Do these do damage? I bet they don't. She can't even move. She's blocked by this freaking flying dragon. What about you? Hit that guy once. Come around here. Oh, she does do damage.
Hello. Welcome to our village.
So that isn't just a standard mirror image. It actually does damage. And didn't it have the crit?
Hello.
It does. So building her into the passive hero she's born to be is going to be very strong. Although, to be fair, you can't do much about it, because where do you spend your gold? Do you spend it at Littlefinger? I don't see any items in the shop. So there might be a shop somewhere else.
Welcome to our village.
So as you can see, as we push further and further, they get stronger and stronger. Might need to fall back a little bit here. I feel like this is definitely a one and done type map. Obviously it's very basic, but I've always had a little bit of a slight bias to these kind of maps, and I've always been interested in maybe making a video for it. Not that I think it necessarily definitely deserves a video, but it's like people like to watch this kind of stuff. Of people just sort of like surviving wave after wave and pushing back eventually and becoming super strong to the point they can actually take on the real bad guys. The mirror damage reduction is ignored in damage calculation for crit procs. Well, that's handy.
Our allies' town
But there's no way to...
Welcome to our village.
Oh, there is actually.
Hello.
Apparently there's a shop here. And items here. Basic items, but still items you could use.
is under siege.
The tomes, unfortunately, can't really be abused with that kind of cooldown. So we're not talking about spam 200 agility. So I don't think your heroes will get too overpowered.
Hello. Greetings.
Ha! It actually drops it on the item on the floor.
Welcome to our village.
Doesn't even put it onto your hero. So if someone buys something, you just have to be ready to right click down here. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe we can visit this map.
Hello.
Pretty sure you could exploit.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Okay. Let's go next. Okay. Micro surround. Random movement, line movement. Let's make it even harder. So if you want to see the commands, press F9. So you can jump to levels. You're given units, and these units are used to surround. And then I assume kill.
At last.
No!
Speak your mind.
I can't stop him. Well, that's difficult. Use your storm. Can we not, like, reset or anything? Okay, we do get another chance. Cool. I thought we might be permanently out. Well, the Mountain King will be a lot easier. So you've got to...
Brilliant. Perfect. Hold him away. Give me something to do. All right.
It is nerve-wracking to get surrounds.
Wait till you see me in action.
Did you chicken out, Tainted? Of course you did. There's not much excuse to lose on this one because of the Stormbolt. But yeah, I like this map because it's a good way to show just how hard it is to get surrounds in Warcraft 3. When I have a bunch of backseat gamers and they go, oh, why didn't you get that surround? Or, oh, you're playing bad. It's a lot harder than it looks to get surrounds. You're not even trying, High Rise. Yeah, this is a sexy time map. It really is, isn't it? And even then you might have a unit that dies, so then you need to get the surround. It's not a shit map. It is what it is. It says it's a sort of micro surround map, and that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it's supposed to be.
Target. Time to go. Okay. Time to go. Okay. Aye, sir.
I shouldn't have tried to do like... What I was worried about there is that I wouldn't have enough DPS to kill him. That's what I was worried about, so I didn't try to get the surround. I was worried he was going to break through, which he might actually still do here. You can see versus Dreadlord. Now that's good though, you're attacking your own unit, so you have it there. As long as you keep getting him to attack your own unit, you've got this. I should have just straight up surrounded. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I could do that any other way. Red player can add or reduce speed. Huh. Let's make it easier then, just for fun. Okay, that's as slow as it gets. So you can have different difficulty settings to make it more accessible for players. There you go. So what you're trying to aim for is basically almost a square or a diamond kind of shape, if that makes sense. You know I'm going to make it faster. Why is it still stuck at 40 though? Increase to 40. Everything is 40. At any rate, I'll just make it very fast. Whatever the fastest can be.
Yes.
Something wrong with your grunts there, Dreadlord.
Waiting on you.
Here he comes.
Point the way. Fair enough. Oh, too easy. Fair enough. One shot.
No, 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 no.
Same rule.
Oh! Go!
Oh, too easy.
Guys!
Oh, too easy.
No!
Fair enough.
It is fun though. I mean, I like it. Oh, that was nice. Get him to go up to the top and makes it easier to surround. Nice. That's clever girl, that is, right there. So try to force him to go up to the top. I mean, he's built to go in a random movement. And Terravalt actually got the surround here. So you could just leave 3 archers in hold position and then move the other one down if the hero was going to go in a straight line, but he moves in a random pattern.
More work?
Oh, we got farms now.
Yes, me lord. What is it? More work? Yes, me lord.
Oh
What
god,
is it?
militia's not going to last for long.
All right. Off I go then. Yes, me lord. All right.
Oh, I fucked it up.
Yes, me lord.
No.
All right.
Oh, well done, Diesta. You will need to use that tree or the unit will escape.
I await.
How do I use the tree?
Make your choice. I await. You rank. Proceed. I await. Proceed.
What are you going to do? Walk through?
You rank. I await. You rank. I await. Make your choice.
So that you could get unlucky and he could randomly, which he's supposed to, randomly change his direction. But theoretically, you can just wait, and the majority of the time it might actually just work. Okay, we can go to the next map. But I like that. I mean, I think that's fine. It is what it is, you know. It's what it says it is on the tin. But I want to get this kill before we go. If I could come down here and attack that fiend, I'd be really happy. But I can't reach it from up there. Nice.